The 2024 Hyundai Sonata. We finally have the official pricing for this sedan. But first I want to talk about what's new, and I want to talk about how good this sedan looks, because that's one of the biggest changes. It's a fully refreshed model, and I'm loving that front end with that slim single bar headlight. It almost reminds me of the Lucid Air sedans, but I think the front is great. The rear end, it also has that slim single taillight in the rear to match the front end. It's a very attractive and unique looking vehicle. I would really like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. And regarding the interior space, there's going to be an available 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster that's going to be integrated with a 12.3-inch infotainment touchscreen, similar to some of the new BMW products. In fact, a lot of car companies are going with this design where they have a full digital gauge cluster linked with a kind of a curved display that seamlessly blends in with the touchscreen. So that seems to be the design that most new consumers are interested in, and that seems to be what they prefer. But the final change for the 2024 model year is going to be with the column shifter that they have now added. They've taken the shifter away from the center console, moved it to the steering column to free up more space, which I don't mind. I think that's pretty smart. But let's talk trim levels and pricing. What they've done for this new model year is they have removed the base SE model, and the SEL is the new base model. So starting price with destination is going to be a little over $28,000, and that seems pricey, but again, they made the SEL the new standard. So in fact, this 2024 is almost $500 cheaper than a 2023 Sonata. And that's not bad, because the SEL comes with a lot of great standard features like heated front seats, wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay, along with a kick sensor for the trunk. And every Sonata is going to come standard with a lot of great safety tech like blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, rear cross traffic alert, etc. But something else I really appreciate with the all-new 2024 Sonata is the available all-wheel drive system. For the first time, you can now get the Sonata with all-wheel drive, and I think that's brilliant. It's going to add about $1,500 to the price of the vehicle. If you need it, it's there for you. And moving up from that, we have the SEL convenience package, which is about $31,600. Then you have the N-Line, which is your performance model for now. Perhaps they'll come out with a full N, we don't know, but this is going to be 36 grand. And we also have the hybrid models available. The hybrid SEL, it's about $32,000, and the hybrid limited about $38,300. And again, all of these prices include destination. Personally, I would stick with the base SEL or the SEL all-wheel drive if you need it. That's what I would personally go with. I still think you get a lot of great standard features with that. When you move up to the convenience package, you get 18-inch wheels, and that's when you get the 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster mated to the 12.3-inch infotainment screen. And you also get a pano moonroof, which personally, I'm not a huge fan, especially for long-term ownership. I've heard a lot of horror stories. I mean, even with regular sunroofs, they tend to explode, and a pano is just a big, heavy piece of glass. I would rather not deal with that in the long term. Anyway, the N-Line is going to come with 19-inch wheels with a 12-speaker Bose audio system. And the hybrids, well, the pricing isn't bad, but I would rather avoid the complexity of that hybrid system. It's going to come with a turbo 2-liter 4-cylinder with an electric motor and a 6-speed automatic transmission, and it's going to have 192 horsepower. We don't have the official EPA numbers, but you know it's going to be over 40 mpg, no doubt about that. But I simply don't want a turbo 4-cylinder. I don't want that 6-speed automatic. It's just all unnecessary, especially when the regular SEL Sonata, it's going to come with a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter 4-cylinder with 191 horsepower and a traditional 8-speed automatic. The N-Line gets a turbo 2.5-liter 4-cylinder, but it comes with an 8-speed dual clutch. It's got 290 horsepower. However, Hyundai Kia, they have not had the best reputation with that dual clutch transmission. Many people, they've gone in multiple times even to get the dual clutch replaced under warranty because It's simply not a reliable unit. I don't want the hybrid turbo, and I don't want the N-line with the dual clutch. I think the Sonata is perfect as a base SEL with the more reliable, naturally aspirated engine. It's still going to get 25 in the city, 36 on the highway, and when you go with the all-wheel drive, the highway MPG drops to 34. But you still get 25 on the highway. If you drive it more mellow, I'm sure you can even beat those EPA numbers. So that's my reasoning on wanting to stick with the regular SELs. I'll have a free leasing calculator by AutoCompanion in the description box below if you want to play with some numbers. However, in this instance, I think it might be worth financing this for like 36 or 48 months, getting it paid off as quickly as possible, and just keeping it for 10 years for the 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty. These vehicles are not perfect. However, they have a great warranty. If you can find an excellent dealership to work with, they should take care of you. Just make sure you look up the dealership reviews, and assuming you have a good dealership nearby, that I would say go for it, because that 10-year warranty is nice. That means you don't necessarily have to dispose this thing after 3 or 5 years. Like most other vehicles, you can keep it for 10 years, and these vehicles tend to be pretty safe in a crash test. Again, they're not perfect. You keep hearing about the fire issues and reliability concerns, but at least they seem to be on top of it. They keep recalling their products and coming up with certain fixes. Again, that's why I want to stick with a more basic model when it comes to these Hyundais and Kias, to save money and to save on the complexity. Other than that, these products do drive great. They're comfortable, they're quiet. It feels far more premium than any vehicle in this class really needs to feel. So that is impressive. It's definitely hitting above its weight class, and I appreciate that. Plus, they look amazing. They seem to have some character. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you're an owner of one of these products, let us know how it's been holding up for you. But thank you so much for watching. Take care and goodbye.